Okay, hey everybody, this is take 2 of this video, and I hope that I'm not going to have to do this again. Hello. So today I'm coming to you with a video that I had already filmed, but I'm doing again. And that is the 75 Hard Style Challenge. As per usual, I am a YouTube user. I am not a TikTok user. I don't really have any interest in going on TikTok. So eventually, you know, the trends come to us later on, right? And so I found this challenge very fascinating because, as you guys remember, some time ago, I said that I wanted to try to attempt a no buy, low buy challenge, and I failed spectacularly. However, I would like to try again because I'm not a quitter. You know, that's, yep, not a quitter. Anyway, so here we are, and I find that this challenge is pretty straightforward, pretty bare bones. There's guidelines. Sometimes I just have to have rules. So the guidelines are as follows: that for 75 days, you are not to buy anything. You are to get dressed every single day. You are to declutter your closet. You are to set your intentions. Not use social media or Pinterest or things like that to get outfit ideas. So let's go ahead and talk about how I'm already gonna break the rules. So first of all, I've already cleaned out my closet. That happened way before I even knew that the challenge existed. And that is simply because I switch out my wardrobe every winter and spring and fall. Winter, spring, fall. Those are 3 times I switch out my wardrobe. So when I do that, I tend to already declutter or get rid of anything or wipe anything down that needs to be wiped down in my wardrobe. So that is already done. So there's no need for me to do that. The next thing is that the whole thing about not using Pinterest or social media. So technically, I'm not really using social media right now. I have been posting my outfits. So yes, I've already started this challenge because, again, second time filming this video. Oh, that's the other rule: document your outfits. But the thing about it is that because I pretty much already know my style, like I know what my style is, which tends to be more classic looks, I'm not going to be so easily strayed with like other outfit ideas. So I just said, like, for me, if I want to get on Pinterest and look at some of my pinned outfits, I will. If not, that's okay too. Also, this is 75 days of you asking me not to shop. So I need something to make it seem like I'm doing something new. So I will be doing challenges within the challenge. So first off, for my first week, I actually used Drew Joyner, Drew What It Do. I actually used one of his videos as inspiration. That basically, when I counted out all the pieces he basically had 10 pieces, which of course circles back to the 10 for 10 challenge. You guys remember that one? Right. So I actually used his, if I had to start my wardrobe all over again, what would I wear? And a lot of the stuff that he was naming, I liked, and I also had. So I decided to kind of do a play on what he had. Some of it I kept, some of it I threw away. Some, you know, because of course I'm my profession of being a teacher, and we'll get more into that later when I show you guys the things that I picked, right? So I have decided to do Drew's wardrobe for 10 days, and technically I'm on day 7 right now. And technically, I'm wearing one of the things I chose in his wardrobe. So there we go. We have that. I feel like this will be a good challenge for me. One of the things, like I said, that I definitely want to stop doing is adding things to my closet. One, because there will always be something new, right? There's always going to be something new. And I had recently watched a Hannah Louise Poston video where she talked about the inner child. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I did a whole bunch of research about it, but from what I gathered from the video and what somebody said in the comments was that, you know, you have this inner child and you have to pay attention to what it's wanting. And so sometimes one of the things, the 2 things that sometimes I find myself like wanting is something interesting to happen and a connection. And sometimes instead of just attending acutely to those needs, I don't, and instead I shop. And why don't I? Well, I still live in Taiwan. So it's sometimes like damn near impossible to sometimes do these two things. Before you guys say, you're in another country, how can you be bored? Guys, I've been here for 11 years, okay? Number two, I am not outdoorsy. I never appreciated the outdoors when I was in Georgia. I'm still not going to have this magical transformation of loving outdoors now. So, and a lot of Taiwan is very nature-based, very beautiful, but I'm not interested in being in nature on the weekends. All right. So sometimes things can get a little stale for me, doing the same old. So I have to now push myself to find things to occupy my time with, and also push myself to go out the door, simply because, again, I'm a teacher. I'm tired, you know? And so on the weekend, a lot of times I just want to sit in my apartment and just like literally just read or watch YouTube videos and play with my dogs, you know? So I have to push myself that extra mile, right? And I think that a lot of us who have that 40-hour work week, 35-hour work week, it is so easy for us to like fall into that pattern, because especially if you have a job where it's a lot of face-to-face interaction, you just do want those quiet moments, and you don't want to, you just want to be at peace and all these things, right? And it's so much for us to just go ahead and push ourselves all the way out the door, right? So I'm going to be trying to do better with that, even though my first weekend of this challenge, I somewhat failed because I stayed home again, but that's neither here nor there. Then the other thing is connection. I am not one of those expats who just make friends with everybody. I've been this way my entire life. I'm an extremely good judge of character, and any time that I ignored my intuition and tried to give people a chance on whatever type of level it might be, it pretty much came back, bit me in my ass. So because of that, I am very particular about who I hang out with. And this is simply me observing your actions, how you treat people, the things that you do, the things that you say. And so I'm gonna be honest, sometimes the expat crowd, it's just not my vibe. And it's fine, like it's okay that it's not my vibe. It's okay that it's like that for me, okay? So because of that, I tend to be by myself a little bit more. And so for me, how do I solve that problem? For me, to solve that problem, that means that I have to reach back out to my family and friends more and get over the time difference and remember, because it is so easy, again, for all of us who are adults with 35, 40-hour work weeks, it's so easy that if somebody is not in front of us to just act like they're not there. And I have done it to people, and people have done it to me, though if I'm going to be honest, just show my scars for a second, I always do make a good effort initially when I am having to deal with distance or people who are not in front of my face. And a lot of times I feel like it's not always returned. Therefore, a lot of times I don't try. And you see how that can become a toxic cycle, right? So I'm going to be trying to address that, right? My intentions not so much are to refine my style. I know my style. My intentions is not to use the clothes that I don't use, because believe it or not, I do use most of the clothes I have. I just hardly never get to them because I have too damn much, okay? So anyway, the intentions that I have are to go out more during this challenge, to prevent myself from shopping, and to reach out back home more to family, to get that connection. Because I can tell you 100% that when I do reach out to my family, when I do reach out to my friends, and I just have a good anywhere 10 to 30 minute conversation with them, I feel so rejuvenated. I feel like a new breath of life and energy has been like injected inside of my veins. So anyway, we're gonna be doing the 10 for 10 challenge, and we're on day 7 for me, and I'm gonna take you to my rack, and some of it has stuff that I'm currently using, and some of it has stuff that has nothing to do with the challenge, but that's okay. You're just gonna see it all. So let's get to this rack. All right, so here is my wardrobe, and I hope that I am in frame as much as possible. So starting with shoes, like Drew, I have a pair of loafers. I've been obsessed with these loafers lately, and I almost threw these loafers out because I tried to put a gel insole in them, and the gel insole was not the correct gel insole, and so I thought these shoes were uncomfortable. No, they're not. I just got the wrong gel insert, and I need to get the correct one. But yeah, these are pretty good. They've got pretty good tread, pretty good make and model. I love these. These are classic. So these are one of my options. I did also decide to use my nicely, just yesterday, went in the mud white sneakers that I have. Got it. All right, so I have my white sneakers, nice classic pair that I like to use and walk in. They're pretty comfortable. I actually got these, I believe, last year. And actually, I don't wear a lot of sneakers. So that is one of the things that I was like, okay, but I still wear sneakers. I don't hate sneakers. It's just because of my job. Again, I'm a teacher, and they kind of do like a smart casual type bit. Like I can still wear jeans, but like I sometimes don't like to pair my sneakers and my jeans because sometimes then I feel it's too casual. And that's one thing I'm trying to work on, which is not to limit myself so much when it comes to what to wear what with. Anyway, well, another video another time. So like Drew, I added a t-shirt to this one. This is one of my cotton tees. Yeah, it's nice and comfortable. It's cotton, it's breathable. I like it. I like the rolled sleeve detail, and it falls at a really good length on my torso, so really enjoy it. Here is another oldie but a goodie, my simple white button-down shirt. I almost thought I was gonna have to get rid of it, but I took my time and went back at this shirt with a brush. As you can see, I've had this shirt for such a long time. This shirt is like 3 years old or 4 years old. So I feel like I'm doing a good job with upkeep and trying to keep it pretty white or as white as I can. The reason why I almost thought I was gonna have to get rid of this shirt was because there was some makeup stain on it, and I could have sworn it was the same makeup stain that I had tried to get off a few weeks back when I had boiled my whites in water and then rinsed them in blue soap. And so, and it's possible I could have missed a spot, but this time I did it again, and the stain that was bothering me is now gone. So that stopped me from having to buy a whole new white shirt. And I like this white shirt because I do have a cotton white shirt. This is not cotton. I do have a cotton shirt, but I love that this is more soft and more billowy, okay? So, and whereas my other cotton shirt, it's more structured, it's more stiff, and sometimes I really like that floaty romantic look. So this shirt does that, okay? Actually, I have several white button-down versions, and so this one is one of the ones that I still like to grab. My blouse, I'm wearing my blouse right now. This is where I deviated, right? So Drew had another white t-shirt. However, again, I'm a teacher, right? I'm not an influencer, and my own personal style dictates that I must have some type of blouse that is not a button down, because I love that. I love having that feminine element to my clothing. So I love this polka dot top. Again, this is a oldie but a goodie. I think I've had this one for 2 years or something like that. And if you look closely, there are definitely signs of wear from where my lanyard has rubbed and made it peel. But I love this shirt so much that I continue to wear it. And to me, it's not that noticeable. And again, because I wash it and take care of it, it's pretty much still in pretty good condition. Now, Drew also mentions jeans, and I am wearing jeans right now. And these jeans, I will probably replace. So maybe I've already filled the 75 hard style challenge. But I have been wanting some wide leg jeans or trouser jeans, and I hadn't had any in a long time. And that simply is just because the last time I had wide leg trouser jeans, oh man, I feel like it's been over 10 years now. And that's how long I've been in Taiwan. And I went through this weird moment up until maybe 2 years back where trying to figure out how to wear jeans in Taiwan has been very
The light didn't go off, okay, until a lot later. So now I figured out how to wear jeans in Taiwan. And so I bought these trouser jeans recently. And now, because I'm paying attention to jean composition, 5% stretch, spandex, elastane, whatever you want to call it, is a no-go for me. That makes the jeans stretch out too much even as I wear them. So I am going to have to unfortunately say goodbye to these jeans that I paid a lot of money for and get another pair of jeans which are cheaper but are only 2% stretch. And that is my sweet spot. 98% cotton, 2% elastane or spandex, both the same thing, just all in the wording, okay? So then I have these black straight leg pants, and these actually kind of pretty much stop at the bottom of my ankle, which is cool because the reason why I chose this one is because we are in rainy season right now in Taiwan. So like I'm already playing games with these trouser jeans, honestly, on my 5'5" frame. So I figured that for my slacks, my trousers, that I would shorten the length for if it does rain, that I have something that's not going to brush up against the ground and get ruined. These are breathable. I like them. So happy to finally have a pair of black ankle straight leg jeans that are not like the legging type fit where it's like tight all the way around. Just kind of like a relaxed fit trouser. Then I have this dress. This was a new addition. Again, this is where I'm differing from Drew, right? Because I believe Drew had another pair of denim. He had 2 pairs of denim, 1 trouser. However, I said, nope, I must do a dress because again, I like to wear dresses. I like feminine touches. So I was like, well, one of these jeans are going to be replaced with a dress or skirt. And I decided upon a dress because this was an addition to my wardrobe that I was very excited about. With this dress, it's very lightweight. I believe it's lyocell. So it's trying to mimic like, silk, but of course it's not silk, but it's lightweight, it's breathable, must have it, okay? Now, Drew then decided to do outerwear. And this is where I say I wish there was more variety in tropic zones, or what we say weather zones on YouTube, or maybe just put them in the comments like where I need to go to find them. Because most people that are influencers, the ones that are of note, they tend to live in places that have 4 seasons. And Taiwan has 4 seasons-ish, but the more milder temperatures time, like spring and fall, they tend to be kind of short in a way. I would definitely say spring is the shortest, right? So spring is over at this point in Taiwan. Like the times you actually need a jacket, most of the time it's because you're taking it to the office because people blast the air condition, right? So Taiwan is subtropical. So what that means is that me wearing a blazer is not appropriate at all. Or I should say wearing a traditional blazer is not appropriate. So one way around that is this long line outer vest that I have. I love this. I've had it for several years now, and it just adds a nice drama and flair to anything that I might be wearing. So I love this thing. It has functional pockets. It's a good weight, and it gives me, again, more structure, tailored, polished look without sleeves and without adding heat. Then the other one that I have here is my blazer. Now, the thing about this blazer is, do you guys see it? Do you see it? This is a linen and viscose blend blazer, and you see I've already worn it, but I've had this one, and I've had this one like for a year, and for the longest time I would refuse to do blazers in the summer, and I was like, there's no way you can wear a blazer in the summer. It's just too hot. It's just too hot. But then I got the right type of blazer, and I know I have lining on the inside, but I don't know, this lining is pretty thin. But I will be honest too and say that I don't sweat a lot. I don't sweat a lot. So because I don't sweat a lot, that means that I can kind of get away again with wearing a blazer, like a lightweight blazer like this. outside and not like be pouring down, drenching, and the blazer be drenching. Other people that I know in Taiwan, they can't do it. They're like, nope, it's too hot. I can't do it. But I will say that usually if I am wearing this blazer, usually there will be a thin, some type of, I'll wear a shell up underneath there, or some type of cotton material, a lighter, thinner cotton. That way there's still breeze blowing through and I'm still okay. And then of course I'm more comfortable in the office because I am one of those people who are cold natured in the office. All right, so that's it. And this harness is just here. I might incorporate it, but I'm not sure if my school would be so happy with me wearing a harness, even if I managed to make it look polished, but I might try anyway. But anyway, so yeah, here is the items, and I think I did a pretty good job. And like I said, I'm on day 7 right now. So this is what I wore today to film, right? This is what I wore today to film, and this is what I'll go walk my dogs in or whatever. And again, like I said, these jeans will be replaced. So if I already failed the 75 hard challenge, then I already failed. But I'm gonna say I didn't fail because this actually just did not work. They give out, they lose shape too fast. And I'm not used to my jeans doing that anymore because I began buying jeans again that are 2% stretch, 98% cotton. So they hold their shape very well. And I literally, the reason why they're like, maybe if you can see a little bit wrinkled at the bottom, is because I literally had to wash them and then dry them. Okay, so that they would shrink back up. And I haven't had to dry jeans in a while. Most of the time, I could just let it air dry and everything is fine. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Check in with you later, giving you guys my results and what I thought about my 10 by 10 using Drew Joyner's starter capsule wardrobe. Bye.